Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Raina Mo's Designs. And today I wanted to share with you a cute table runner that I'm going to create using Dollar Tree items. Raffia at that. If this sounds like a tutorial that interests you, please keep watching. Okay, so I just came up with this spur of the moment, thinking, what can I do with raffia? I've only used it one other time that I can remember on the channel. And raffia is a nice natural fiber that is very decorative, and it can be used in so many different ways. But I wanted to share with you guys an idea that I came up with that's really easy for raffia and would make any center table, centerpiece embellishment, or something that you just wanted to hang on your wall, you could even do with raffia. So I wanted to share that with you. So I'm just untying it, and I'm going to get all of them untied, and when I come back I'll show you how the next step. So now that I have my raffia untied, I'm just going to open it up, and you're going to see that this bundle is a little uneven, but that's okay. You're going to unravel it. And as we unravel, it can get a little bit messy because it depends on how the manufacturer actually packaged and wrapped up the raffia. Like this one, for some reason, just like curly hair, happens to have a knot in it. And I think they just do this to make it a little bit tighter, because they're not knotting together multiple pieces. Okay, so here's the raffia that you have. And if you have ever done braids with African American hair and used artificial hair, synthetic hair, to extend it, you have your hair strands, and what we do towards the end, just kind of stretch it out. And that's the same thing that we're going to be doing here with this raffia. You're just loosening and stretching it out. Okay, and I'm going to do that for all of my raffia, and then when I come back I'll show you the next step. Okay, so once you have your raffia separated, I've just taken a clear rubber band and looped it through the center, and I'm going to do the same thing towards the center of my second color and hold it. And then I'm going to grab the orange color, which is my third one, and just try and make it seem like they are all about the same lengths. And then I'm going to do the same thing here, just wrap it around, and then I'm going to take another clear band and loop it through that loop, and then pull it through so that I have it secured. Okay, and that's just so that I can have something holding it while I'm doing the braiding. Now I'm just going to loop it around. I have my finger there, and I'm going to pull the end through that little loop so that it's secure in the center, and I have my 3 different colors. And now all I'm going to do, just like I would braid my own hair, I am going to separate the colors and commence to braiding. Now if you have a helper there, that's going to make the job a lot easier, because they can hold the other end while you start working and actually braiding up the raffia. But if you don't, then you could also put a rubber band at the very end of your raffia and then tape it down to the table, and then you can commence to braiding then. So I'm just going to go ahead and start using my braiding skills and braid the raffia together. Now this is no small feat, but it is not difficult either, and the payoff is just so very nice. You want to try and make sure that you have all of the colors separated. Now, if you were using the natural toned raffia, then obviously it wouldn't matter, and you could intertwine those as well. How tight you make your braid is up to you. How long you make your braid is up to how long you have done the your raffia for when you have elongated it. Try and catch, just like with your hair, try and catch those little small pieces into the braids. If you want to use multiple bundles of the raffia to make your braids thicker, you can. If you want to just use one like I did and make them thinner and have them come down to a point, then you can do that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish braiding this end and then start braiding the other. And when I come back, I'll show you the next step. So once you're done braiding up your raffia, this is what it looks like. Now you have one of two options. You can take scissors just to kind of go along and trim the little loose hairs, loose pieces of raffia, or you can wrap it in ribbon. The choice is yours. And I think for me, because this is really along the rustic theme, I'm gonna wrap it with ribbon. So if you'll keep watching, I'll show you the next step. Okay, so here what you see me doing is getting my ribbon started, and I'm just going to put it underneath the little rubber band that I have on the end, just so that it can hold it, while I actually begin extending the ribbon out and actually just wrapping it slowly in a diagonal with plenty of space between, so that you can still see the three different colors that I'm using. So I'm not doing a tight wrapping of ribbon. What you may want to do is actually stretch all of your ribbon out first that you plan to use. But because I didn't know exactly how long of ribbon I needed, I opted to go ahead and leave it wrapped on its spool. But you may need a little bit of help while doing this, because as you can see, the ribbon does get kind of twisted up tightly, because it wasn't loosed and unraveled in the beginning. But however you feel comfortable doing this technique and process, do it. This is just how I chose to wrap this particular braid, and it turned out really nicely. I am very, very pleased with how the outcome is, and as you'll continue watching, you'll see it as well. Okay, so here is our finished braid wrapped in ribbon, which I think looks really cute. But you know, you can always add some diamond wrap to embellish it. You can add pins, you can add buttons, you can add bottle caps, because this is definitely very rustic. You could add little chandelier pieces that you made with cork and some glass. The sky's the limit. Whatever your imagination tells you to do, you could do. Obviously, you can add flowers, which I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this time to finish decorating, and when I come back, I'll show you the final look. Okay, girls and guys, here is our final reveal. And look how beautiful this simple, inexpensive, braided raffia runner centerpiece adds such a touch of elegance in a rustic design to anyone's table. I am so pleased at how she turned out. She was really, really cute. And then the wonderful thing about raffia being that it's a natural fiber, it's flexible. So you can put it in any shape that you want. And I'm going to give you a second option with a different shape using the same rustic braided raffia centerpiece that you see here as a table runner. Guys and girls, please comment down below and thumbs up this video. Also, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and have an absolutely wonderful evening. Bye.